Spears, who grew up in Kentwood, Louisiana, began singing and dancing at age 2 and was soon competing in talent shows. At age 8 she auditioned for Disney's television show The All-New Mickey Mouse Club but was deemed too young for the program. The impressed producers did, however, encourage her to get an agent in New York City, and she began spending her summers there, attending the Professional Performing Arts School. During this period she started making television commercials and in 1991 appeared in Ruthless, an off-Broadway play. 2 years later Spears finally became a cast member of the All-New Mickey Mouse Club, joining an ensemble of Musecators that included future pop stars Justin Timberlake, with whom she was later romantically linked, and Christina Aguilera. After the show's cancellation in 1995, Spears returned home, but she was soon eager to resume her career. At age 15 she made a demo tape that earned her a development deal with Jive Records. In 1998 she released her first single, Baby One More Time. The song soon became the subject of controversy, both for its lyrics, Hit Me Baby One More Time, as well as for its Lolita Live video, in which Spears appeared as a provocative schoolgirl. The attention, however, only helped the song, and when the album, Baby One More Time, was released in 1999, it quickly went to #1 on the charts and eventually sold more than 10 million copies in the United States. In 2000 she released her second album, Oops, I Did It Again. It sold 1.3 million copies in its first week of release, setting a record for first-week sales by a solo artist. Although Spears drew criticism for her revealing attire often imitated by her female fans, she was able to convey a wholesomeness that proved highly profitable. In 2001 she signed a multi-million-dollar deal to be a spokesperson for Pepsi and released her third album, Britney, which sold more than 4 million copies domestically. Its followed-up, In the Zone, sold nearly 3 million, partly on the strength of the hit single Toxic. Spears' subsequent studio albums suffered diminished sales but remain major events in the pop music world. The electronic-infused Blackout found her in a self-reflective mood. Circus featured her first Billboard #1 single, Womanizer, since her debut, and Femme Fatale was her most up-tempo dance-oriented offering to date. Britney Jean was characterized by Spears as being highly personal, but it was criticized for obscuring her voice with synthesized effects. However, Glory, her 9th studio album, was considered a return to form for the singer. Spears often found herself in the spotlight less for her music than for events in her personal life, most notably her tumultuous marriage to dancer Kevin Federline. Her erratic behavior during this time, at one point she shaved her head and was briefly hospitalized, resulted in her being placed under a court-ordered conservatorship, also known as guardianship, in 2008. Her father was named as a conservator. Concerns about this legal arrangement later caused fans to start the online campaign Pound Free Britney. The conservatorship was also the subject of the TV documentaries Framing Britney Spears and Controlling Britney Spears, both of which aired in 2021. That year Spears petitioned for an end to the conservatorship, claiming that the arrangement was abusive and unnecessary, especially given that she was performing and recording. In September 2021 a judge ruled that the current situation is not tenable, and Spears' father was suspended as conservator. 2 months later the conservatorship was terminated. For many, Britney Spears had come to epitomize the endemic growth in the public's fascination with celebrities, catered to by paparazzi and tabloid journalism and fueled by gossip and scandal.